reacting to your WWE hot takes, and I'm going to read this one verbatim. I'm going to read it word to word. Hot take. The Los Angeles crowd really need to issue an apology for the way they treated Hulk Hogan at the Raw Netflix premiere, which ended up being his final WWE appearance. Immediate reaction, I could not disagree more with this. I literally fundamentally could not disagree more. I did a tribute video to Hulk Hogan a little while ago, and I mentioned how important he is to the wrestling industry. I cannot understate how important he is to the industry. Without him, we might not even have wrestling as we have it today. But in real life, he was a heel. He was a bad guy in real life. Now, the Los Angeles crowd, they saw him and they booed the real life person. They could not care less about his wrestling background. Well, I don't know why they booed him, but they booed him, and they booed him for their own reasons. We all have wrestlers we like, and we all have wrestlers that we don't like. I have never and will never be a fan of Hulk Hogan. Literally, I have never and will never. I made my tribute video and I gave him a big shout out because he's important to the industry that I make videos about. But that's as far as my fandom of Hulk Hogan goes. Also, somebody recently commented, can you now give some respect to Hulk Hogan because he's passed? Why? Why because someone passed away must I now all of a sudden like them? It makes no sense at all. You should not change your personal preferences because somebody passed away. Again, he is incredibly important to the wrestling industry. I cannot understate how important he is, but I don't like him. So because someone passed away, you must now like them, or you must regret booing them when you had your reasons for booing them. Those people paid their hard-earned money, extremely hard-earned money. Those front row tickets are like $10,000 for the front row tickets of the Raw Netflix premiere. They paid $10,000. They can boo whoever they want. That's the beauty of this business. Vince McMahon, Hulk Hogan, Triple H, anybody who's been in any form of creative position would say, you can boo me if you want, you can cheer for me as long as I get a reaction. That means people care. People cared enough to boo him. If it was silence, that would have been a different story. No one should have to change their opinion about someone because they passed away. That means when Shawn Michaels, touch wood, God forbid, when Shawn Michaels passes away, Montreal should issue an apology. Why? They had a good reason to boo him at that time. I don't think we should live in a retrospective world where we change our thoughts because something tragic happened. Again, and I want to end this with Hulk Hogan is incredibly important to the wrestling industry. But that does not mean that anybody should now, that didn't like him, didn't appreciate him as a wrestler, should now like him. Why? So again, fundamentally, I disagree with this hot take. I could not disagree with this more. I think this comment came out yesterday. Now, I don't usually drop your suggestions this soon, but I think this is very poignant and important to very right now where we are in civilization. Not civilization, in wrestling world, because Hulk Hogan's passing is still fresh. I'm losing my mind. I'm filming this on the morning this is dropping. So yes, peace.